Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
It's really good we come out to say what we know. The person you are seeing now on the screen is an interview that was conducted by a television station in Nigeria, where they invited Falz's sister. I don't even know Falz as a sister. I don't know if she's the elder sister or the younger sister, but it's very clear that Falz's sister have come out to call on very dark man. Let me tell you something. The sister, I'm talking to you now in particular. You are dragging this issue too much. You guys have said we'll meet in court. Very dark man has said he will meet you in court. Why spoiling the boy's name everywhere? Why talking about him? This particular young lady said a lot of things in this video, and I wasn't happy with it because why? This matter is already supposed to be in the court. From what I have heard so far, I know I've not been current with telling us when it happened. Even this guy, what's his name? BOBRISKY have taken VDM. I've sued him for 1 billion for defamation of character. Falz I've shared out of Falz and femifalana, the father. Now we are hearing this one from the sister who is coming and talking ill about very dark man. My sister, you said you will meet him in court. He's willing to meet you guys in court. Let us meet in court. Leave all these things we are doing. I don't know what's wrong with us Nigerians. How can you be tarnishing somebody's image there? You are leaving what is involved. Now there's some question we need to ask ourselves. Is it true that BOBRISKY spoke with femifalana SAN, or was it Falz that connected the son, that's femifalana, to BOBRISKY? Now the person you should be blaming is BOBRISKY for calling your father's name and your brother's name. You are blaming somebody who brought it out. Why are we missing priorities here? Anyway guys, let me not drag it. Let me just leave us so I will watch this interview so that you hear what she said. For me, she's talking tantamas. That's for me. She's talking rubbish, because this thing is not supposed to be like that. The mistake have been done. Let's look for a way to sort it. And you have said you will take him to court. Go to court. You are a lawyer, for crying out loud. Yes, she's a lawyer. The brother is a lawyer. Father is a son. The mother is a son. Who is a son? The son is a senior advocate of Nigeria. Those who have done well in the law firm, in the law profession. They are giving this title because they have done a lot of things in the law profession. That's what they call them, senior advocates of Nigeria. So I don't know why she's acting this way as a lawyer. She's talking as if she's not educated. Anyway guys, let me not drag it. Let me allow us to watch this video. First, I want to thank you for watching my content. I want to appreciate you for the love and the care. For those of us who have not subscribed, please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel, like, comment and share, so that we can move this minutes to the permanent site. Come away next time to see me on your screen, guys. I leave us with this video of Falz's sister who came out to make some comment against a very dark man on a public television station. Please give me your opinion and your comment in the comment section.
Reaction first as sister to Falz the bad guy and daughter to your father, of course, femifalana, and of course as a lawyer with Falana and Falana.
I think my initial reaction was obviously not to take it seriously, because unfortunately the way social media works, people say things, a lot of people say things, and a lot of times people say things that aren't true, that they're saying for clout, for attention. And so I was like, nobody's going to believe this. But then you know, because also this very dark man fellow he's always, you know, notoriously saying things, sometimes true, sometimes not. So I was like, I think people know this guy is notorious. I don't think anybody's really going to believe it, you know. But you know, the more it played out, the more bizarre it got, and you know, people saying all sorts of just outlandish, crazy things. And you know, the questions that I had for people, it's not rocket science, right? This person claiming that, first of all, what was on the voice note that very dark man was playing and what he was saying and insinuating are different things, because the supposed audio recording that obviously was illegally obtained by the way, you know, BOBRISKY obviously asking this person for money, saying that, oh, I need so and so amount of money because I've been told that, you know, the only way to get out of this ruckus is to get a presidential pardon. Before I go on, I need to state categorically that you don't need to pay any presidential pardon. Pardons can be applied for. You don't have to be a lawyer to apply for a pardon, by the way. Anybody can apply to the president for a pardon. It's not something you need to pay money for. But we know because, again, Bobrisky released a list of people he called to ask for money. So we know that he called several people to ask for money. You know, he told them he told some people he needed money to stay in a more, the VIP portion of the prison. Obviously, he's telling this person on the, you know, recording that, oh, I need the money to pay the Ministry of Justice so that my case can be fast-tracked to get my presidential pardon. So now, to go from that to what Very Dark Man was saying, which is that, oh, the money that was paid was to Femifalana, and that Falz was the one who helped Bobrisky speak to Femifalana and ask for that money for the presidential pardon. We're now talking about completely different scenarios here. And then he takes it as far as saying that, oh, are Falz and Bobrisky involved? Are they lovers? We're just veering completely off track. Now back to the recording. You know, if we're saying, we're looking at what was on that recording, there's an allegation that, you know, EFCC took money to reduce your charge. Then there's the allegation that you were going to pay somebody in the Ministry of Justice to make sure that your application for the presidential pardon is fast-tracked. And then we're now talking about what Very Dark Man said, which is that, oh, Falz reached out to Bobrisky, helped him organize this and this and that. It's a whole mess, a lot of allegations, and when you are, you know, throwing around these kind of allegations, you have to have evidence. And I would think any reasonable person, knowing that there are laws against defamation, before coming on the internet to say, oh, this person said this and this and this, or did this, or fast-tracked this, or helped this person achieve this, before saying all that, I would believe that you would have hard proof or evidence before you do something like that. But of course, not everybody thinks things through before they do them right. So now, I mean, as you know, Falz, both Falz and, you know, my dad have come out to say, first, my dad has said, I never spoke to Bobrisky. I have never spoken to Bobrisky. I barely know who Bobrisky is. You know, I just know that he's some social media personality that you people are talking about. I have no idea who Bobrisky is. I never spoke to him. Nobody, you know, spoke to him on my behalf. Not by proxy, not directly. No communication with this guy. Secondly, Falz said, I heard from Bobrisky, but it was to ask for 3 million naira from me to be placed in the VIP section of prison. I had no idea that Bobrisky was trying to pay for a presidential pardon. He never discussed that with me. So you see that where, you know, the issues are completely different. And so we're now in defamation territory because we heard the portions of the voice notes that Very Dark Man played. And what he said, two different things.
All right, let's
Why
quickly,
are you defaming people?
all right, we have a video, and I'm hoping that we have the correct one this time. Let's quickly take a look at what was said in that video, and we'll come back to the conversation regarding Falana, aka Falz the bad guy, and your father, Femifalana.
I had to call Lindaikeji because there's nobody for me to call. Lindaikeji gave me 2 million, the balance of 2 million. So now I'm supposed to come out in what's it called? Ending of July next month.
Okay.
29th. Bad guy. His father is a son. So first reached out to me, his father spoke to me, his father said we can apply for pardon.
This is not really the full video. I remember that at some point he had said something in line with asking, why Falz was in a way maybe supporting him and saying something in the line of Falz's song. That's of course quoting the line where he talked about people criticizing homosexuals. Some of the reactions that we've seen to that is people saying that he did not outrightly call him that, and he did not outrightly say that they had a thing. So talk to us about your claims, what Falana and Falana is asking. You've asked for a retraction of that statement and you've asked for an apology, which it doesn't seem like you'll be getting. So talk to us about the defamation aspect to it and what the next steps are, seeing as there might not be any apology.
I mean, again, speaking about the defamation, he clearly said, are Falz and Bobrisky involved? We don't have all day to dissect the video, but if anybody has time, go on the internet, the video is there. He said at some point in the video, are Falz and Bobrisky involved? And then he quoted the portion of Falz's song where Falz talks about persecuting homosexual people. And he said, oh, is this why you released that song? What are Falz and Bobrisky doing together? Are they involved? So there's no confusion as to whether he insinuated that or not. Now, we wrote him, gave him the opportunity to retract the statement and apologize. Instead of apologizing, he came back online, did a video saying, I did not. I could never insult. First of all, on his previous videos, he said, "Femifalana, I'm disappointed in him. How can he be involved in this? Blah blah blah." And then he comes back and is like, "Oh, I really respect Uncle Femi. I can never insult him." Somewhat doubling down, but also not apologizing. It wouldn't have cost you anything to say, okay, maybe I got a bit carried away. I didn't get my facts right, and I didn't mean for this to cause all this ruckus. I'm sorry. 2 seconds would have cost you to do that. But of course, you're chasing clouds. You're trying to maintain, a persona. You want the attention. That's okay. Obviously, the next steps that we're looking at is, going to court, because at the end of the day, people work really hard to build their reputations, and you cannot just wake up one day and decide because, you think you're popular on the internet, you are going to come and throw all that hard work away. I mean, there's so many questions here. Neither you nor myself nor, Mr. Dotun sitting with you in the studio can, confirm whether or not, Bobrisky was in prison. But I mean, if people visited him in prison, and if the corrections officers have records of him actually being in prison, serving his time, have we, considered the possibility that this is just one of those cases of people, saying things for clout, lying for clout? I'm almost certain that all the things he said on that call, assuming, again, we can't even, verify whether, that phone call happened or didn't happen, right? Because we weren't there.
Yeah, but he's not even denying the phone call. That's the interesting thing. He's not even denying the, the phone call.
But apparently he had released a statement saying that that wasn't him on the call. And I think he eventually took this down, but I did see a screenshot of him saying that was not him on the call. But even if it was him on the call, he was on that call to ask for money. 1, 2, we know how these characters, especially these social media characters, we know how some of them can be. They say things that are not true. They say things because they are trying to, get a certain response from you. They say things because they want you to do something for them. he was obviously, trying to paint a picture of, these people are helping me with this, so give me this amount of money. He published a whole list of the people that he got money from when he was in prison, because he was calling, I bet you that he probably did not call less than 100 people. He was calling people, and I spoke to a few people who said, oh yeah, he called me, said he needed money, legal assistance, this, help to maintain himself in prison, that, and some people sent him money. So I'm sure he was on that call to get money. And I'm sure some of the things that were said on that call, I know for a fact that some of the stuff said on that call are just not true. For example, at no point did Falz speak to his father about Bobrisky or a pardon. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
we also for one of the things that was a little confusing was, who initiated the call. Was it Falz or Folarin rather who initiated the call, or was it, Idris Okuneye?
No, Bobrisky reached out to Falz saying that I would like to speak to you. I need help. Okay. And he assumed he needed legal assistance or something, So he said, okay, how can I help you? Like, what's going on? I think he called, Bobrisky then called, because he must have sent a message saying, oh, please, I need to talk to you. I'm trying to reach you or whatever. And then Bobrisky called him and he said, oh, please, I'm trying to raise money so that I can stay in a more conducive part of the prison. Right.
And just to, finally clarify, even though we recognize that everyone is entitled to legal representation, in this case, you're confirming that your father, Femi Falana, was not in any way representing Bobrisky.
Not him, not Falz, not Falana and Falana. None of us were ever briefed on Bobrisky's matter.
Okay.